Let's try this again. Well, tomorrow's Father's Day, and I feel like I should give you a list of my favorite movies to watch on Father's Day. Granted, these are not going to be your ordinary average movies, because I am neither ordinary nor average. For this list, I decided to keep it simple. A father going above and beyond for his children, or children going above and beyond for their father. And sadly, I had to leave out father figures, just fathers. I can make a list on father figures later, because for some reason, to me, Mr. Miyagi is not a father figure to Danny LaRusso. But that's just my opinion. I'm not going to go into too much detail with any of these movies, because if you haven't seen them by now, after you've watched this list, I recommend watching every single one of them. Number 10, Taken, starring Liam Neeson. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom, I can tell you now I don't have money. But what I do have is a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a long career. Skills that would make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I won't look for you. I won't pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you. Liam Neeson is a retired CIA agent who finds out his daughter was kidnapped in Europe and goes on a mission to save her. This is my favorite Liam Neeson movie, second only to Darkman. Number 9, Desperate Measures. Desperate Measures is one of the few movies I've actually seen with Michael Keaton portraying the villain. Andy Garcia portrays a police officer with a son who needs a bone marrow transplant. It turns out that Michael Keaton's character, Peter McCabe, is the only one that can be a donor. He reluctantly agrees. They put him under. One thing leads to another. He tries to escape the hospital. It's a good edge-of-your-seat thriller. It's intense. And Michael Keaton is awesome as the bad guy in this movie. Number 8, Getting Even with Dad. It's a Macaulay Culkin movie where he's finally growing up and becoming less cute, starring Ted Danson. He is a thief who's just stolen a bunch of coins. Macaulay Culkin finds out, uses the coins as a ransom to get his father to hang out with him more. It's funny. Number 7, a Goofy movie. When I was a kid, I had appendicitis. I was in the hospital for a week. My mom and dad brought me this movie, the only movie they brought me. So I watched it every single day while I was in the hospital. I love Goofy. I love Max. It holds a special place in my heart, and I love the soundtrack to a Goofy movie. Number 6, Finding Nemo. I'm pretty sure this movie is on every single Father's Day list because it's not only one of the best animated features of all time, it's one of the best by Pixar, and I know for a fact it's on the top 100 movies to see before you die. If you haven't seen it, what's wrong with you? Number 5, Back to School, starring Rodney Dangerfield. It's another one of those 80s movies that I just absolutely love. Rodney Dangerfield essentially plays the same character in every film, where he is a rich man, he's obnoxious, he's insulting, but he is also hilarious. His son feels like it would be best for him to drop out of college and go to work for his dad. Rodney Dangerfield disagrees. A college education is one of the most important things any teenager, any person should get. So to prove to his son that he is correct, he enrolls in college himself. I love Rodney Dangerfield. Other than Caddyshack, this is my favorite Rodney Dangerfield movie. No respect at all. Number 4, National Lampoon's Vacation, starring Chevy Chase. Vacation is one of those movies that you can put it in my living room and my entire family will be able to sit down and watch it. We won't need to actually pay attention to the film. We will talk about it the entire way through. My wife hates that. Number 3, Commando, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. As a fluke, one year I decided to put in Commando because I recently purchased it on Blu-ray. And then I realized, watching halfway through, that this would be a perfect Father's Day movie. John Matrix was the leader of an elite Black Ops unit. One day, every single member of his team gets taken out one by one. And when they finally confront him, they kidnap his daughter and threaten to kill her if he doesn't perform a mission for them. Instead of going on the mission, he decides to hunt each one of these members down, one by one, until he reaches his daughter and brings her back alive. This movie is the sole reason why I am making a list of Father's Day movies. Number 2, Mrs. Doubtfire, starring Robin Williams. I believe this movie is second only to The Dead Poets Society. I think Robin Williams is one of the greatest actors of all time. I also made a tribute video to him, which I will post in the link below this video. Robin Williams plays a divorced actor who decides to dress up as a female housekeeper to spend more time with his children. It is filled with comedy, heart. This movie is one of the first movies I ever saw starring Robin Williams as a kid, and it made me watch several more of Robin Williams movies. I love Robin Williams, and I miss Robin Williams. And finally, number 1, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. This is by far the best interpretation of Indiana Jones of the entire franchise, and my favorite as well, along with the rest of my family. Sean Connery plays Henry Jones Sr. to Indiana Jones. Their back and forth throughout the entire film is priceless and very, very hilarious.
Dad! Oh, Dad! Oh, Dad! What? Head for the fireplace! Oh. 11 o'clock! Dad, 11 o'clock! What happens at 11 o'clock? 12, 11, 10, 11 o'clock, fire! Dad, are we hit? More or less. John, I'm sorry. They got us.
The scene at the end is very touching. I cry almost every time. This movie is very personal to me. Just like a lot of the movies on this list, it holds a special place in my heart, seeing that my father is no longer with me. So, to everyone out there, I wish you all a happy Father's Day, and I'll see you next time.